Everyone knows that goat cheese is quite a delicacy, and making cheese isn't the most difficult thing, but if you don't have goat's milk, you can't make it. So today I'm with Scott at Leche Ridge. Thanks for having us here.
Thank you.
So we're going to do a little milking here. You're
Yep.
going to show Robin how to do it and maybe explain a little bit about the process, and tell us a little bit about urban goat farming.
Okay, great. Goats are something that you can have in the city. They're fairly easy to milk, and Robin's going to demonstrate that right now. Robin, why don't you grab one of those buckets of grain right behind you? That will distract her a little bit. Grab one that has some grain in it. Give her that treat.
What's her name?
And that's Scout.
All right, Scout.
And you can just grab her one teat in each hand there and milk it on into the bucket. We use a stainless steel bucket here so that it's perfectly fine.
She missed.
Okay.
So how many times a day do you have to milk your goats?
Twice a day.
Twice a day? And so
Twice a day. In the morning and the afternoon.
How
and
early?
they produce, we do it about 6 o'clock in the morning and then again 7 o'clock at night.
This is
not
not
too
easy.
bad. Not too bad. So, and how much do you get at each milking?
I milk 4 goats, and that produces. We're going to throw that bit of milk away there, we probably get a gallon per milking between the 4 goats.
Okay, so back to raising goats in the city. So, can you do it in all cities?
You should definitely check with your local municipality for what their rules and laws are.
Okay.
Different counties are going to have different rules. So.
Okay. So how about if I jump in now?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so how do I get started?
Well, probably the biggest challenge to people of our generation to milking goat are all the cartoons we used to watch that show you pulling down on the teat. You want to actually pull up, grab the teat real firmly and just spray it right into the...
I got one good. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and just go back and forth. And when you release on the one teat, you're going to feel milk enter the teat, and then you can keep going that way.
One of them's working good. I don't know about the other one.
And she's run out of grain again, so why don't you grab another grain bucket there? They're right down there.
So this is a lot of work. So how many do you have a day to do?
4, and it's not really that much work. I get it all done in about 20 minutes. You're not getting too much of a stream there right now.
Is it technique or is it?
Probably.
Well, I haven't done this since Uncle Edgar's farm in Indiana about 45 years ago.
Well, hey David, let me step in, and
I'm happy to let the pro in there. No problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
I want to see how this really works.
Okay.
Little bit. Okay, look at that. That's definitely professional. I think Robin and I would have been here all day and probably wouldn't have finished this one.
Yeah, I mean, she'll give us quite a bit of milk right here.
All right, so when you finish with that, you're going to show us how to make some cheese. Is that right?
That's right, and then we're going to get a chance to taste some cheese as well.
All right. So Scott, after we've got our milk now, we're looking at making cheese, and most people really think that cheese making is a pretty difficult process, but you say it's not.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. I had someone once ask me if I had a factory because they knew I made cheese, but in fact, cheese making is about the most low-tech food preserving method that there is.
So how do you do it?
Well, you start with the milk that we milked from Scout there. You're going to put it into a pot here, and the only bit of specialized equipment here is the cheese thermometer. So you bring it up to 86 degrees, and then you're going to pour in your culture. And you can just get this from any cheese making supply. This was from Pistol's nursery there.
And is this culture for one specific cheese, or can you make different cheeses from this culture?
This is specifically for a chèvre.
Okay, which is this one here?
Which is this one right here.
Okay.
You're going to let the chèvre ripen for 12 hours at room temperature. Then afterwards, it will curdle, and you're just going to pour your cheese curds into the cheesecloth. You hang that for another 6 hours. and then you take it down, put it in the refrigerator, and that's what you're about to taste right there.
And this one you also added some herbs?
Yeah, it has some herbs in it, some oregano and basil.
That's really mild. That's really good.
Yeah.
So what are some other cheeses that you can make?
And then this is feta, which is a semi-hard cheese. Great for, you know, salads, obviously, or stuffed in a chicken breast with spinach and tomatoes and garlic, or we like to make a Greek bruschetta with it as well.
And this one's an aged cheddar?
Yeah, and that's an aged cheddar. It's aged since September.
And anybody can do that at home too, even the
Yeah,
aged?
these go up in complexity for making them, but anyone that starts with the chèvre, with a soft, fresh cheese, will easily graduate to the next cheeses.
Great. Scott, I understand that there's one other benefit to goat's milk.
Yes, people that are lactose intolerant can also drink goat's milk. It has actually smaller and more digestible fat molecules in it, so people that do have milk allergies do still drink goat's milk, and in fact I have many customers that come to me for that reason.
And then more important, they can have cheese.
And they can have cheese.
Cheese
yeah.
is much more important. So I can attest that this is great cheese, and if you're interested in either raising goats or making cheese, I'd recommend that you contact Scott, and we'll have a link on our website at fusionnw.com.